Mexican, but he's not Mexican.
KSYM San Antonio College Radio. This is Urban Sweet D Major, Cheryl Metal, Locita in the studio. So you said you got your start in music right here in the Tone?
Mm-hmm.
What? What?
Actually, it's funny because it just kind of fell in my lap. So I don't know if you guys remember Chola, Queen of the Tone.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Chola, we worked together, and I knew she used to rap, but I used to write a lot of poetry. She was like, "Why don't you write something to a beat? See if you could do it." And I was like, "Music ain't for me. Like, I'm a gangster." No, but I would have hit it. I sat down. She put a beat on, and I wrote to it. And we went to the studio, to Rick S.'s studio, and recorded it. And it was the Queen of the Tone. And then, we're the Queens of the Tone. That was the first song we wrote together. And then we, what's his name? I can't remember his name. From the Boss Bar? Ken?
Yeah, Bubble.
Yeah, Bubble Rap. Yeah, Ken. I'm sorry. But yeah, he used to book us a lot out there at the Boss Bar. Okay. So that was kind of where I got my start. And then my two brothers, one of them was president of Rollers Only Car Club. The other one was president of Shut 'Em Down Car Club. So I wrote a song for their car clubs. Okay. And I went out there and performed it. And from there, it just kind of took off. Just Latino started helping me out. Juan Gotti started helping me out. They started booking me on shows. Just Latino was actually the first person to ever take me out of state to perform.
Wow.
Yeah, he took me to Kansas City, Kansas. So yeah.
Shouts out Jess Latino. I'm awesome. Trying to get him booked.
Yep.
I love Jess.
I tell Jess, I'm not going to nobody. So I love you. I'm always, because you always remember the people that helped you out in the beginning. Because it's a predominantly male industry, so a lot of guys ain't willing to help females in the game. Yeah. Take advantage of them, yeah, but not help them. But Jess always been a solid one, so I appreciate that.
How does it feel to be this deep in the game for so long, as far as music?
It's funny because I have Corrupt Minds Entertainment too, which is I have artists under me. So Corrupt Minds is mine. So even though I'm signed in LA under Still Banging, I have a Danny Boy, Southwest Local. He's currently incarcerated, but he'll be out hopefully this year. But he's a good artist. So then I got my other artist out there in Las Vegas, Shady. Yeah, so it's kind of like just a unity thing, everybody doing music. But I noticed, like, I tell my guys, like, stay humble. And all that gangbanging stuff, all that stuff gotta go. Because it's gonna keep you from being able to work with certain types of people and taking your music anywhere.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So you want to kind of be where you can work with anybody and do anything, with your music. There's no limits to what you could do as long as you put your heart and your mind to it. But I always tell them I'm big with them being a part of the community too. It's not just about music. Like, you have a platform. Like, use that platform, understand the platform, respect the platform, and always get back to where you come from, because it keeps you humble. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But it's funny when the younger ones are like, "Oh, gee," or some of them will call me Tia Loquita. Like, what's it? The younger artist, what's that, Tia Loquita? No, like, that's funny. But yeah, it's definitely, times have changed. Like, we were selling CDs out of trunks back then. Yeah. It was more about being seen, hitting stages, and not so much online made everything so easy nowadays. And people are more like online artists than out here putting in work artists. Yeah. So I'm like, shoot, you guys, to me, I feel like lyrical skills come a dime a dozen. But, like, when you're out here actually grinding and hustling, hitting stages, and, like, the first couple years I was in the game, I was coming out of pocket. Telling promoters, like, "Oh, you want to book me? Yeah, but we can't pay you." I said, "Cool, that's cool." But I would pay my own way out there, you know what I mean? And they'd catch my hotel or whatever. And they'd always remember that about me. So we'd build a relationship. Yeah. And by the time they got bigger names, they were out there paying me $300-$400 to go out there and perform. So, it's just a different times, but I appreciate the come up.
Different times, but that still is very important to do the groundwork and to build relationships, so you can have some longevity in this. Which a lot of young artists would kind of understand that.
Yeah, yeah, because it's a lot of times too. A lot of them, they think they bring their homeboys and that's like their fan base. I'm like, dude, that's cool when you're first starting out, but that can't be your fan base. And if you don't have a fan base, who's gonna buy your albums, who's gonna buy the music you drop, who's gonna go out there and pay to get into your shows, because you letting all your homeboys get in for free. Right. Like me with my people, I'm always like, yeah, let's roll, but you guys are gonna pay your own way, just out of respect, you know what I mean? So yeah, so a lot of people try to bring their whole entourage to get in for free. I'm like, dude, like, I write my own music, I sing my own stuff. Like, the only thing I don't do is produce my own stuff. So, you know what I mean? You guys are with me to support me, so we got to support it 1,000%, not just when it benefits you.
Right.
You know? But yeah, these young artists, they got to understand that nothing's freely given. You got to work for that. A lot of them pay for numbers and pay for a look, but in the end, we all know what it is. You know what I mean? Because the numbers don't match up with the...
Right.
We're kind of like, we know.
What do you look for when an artist is approaching you, wanting to be signed or wanting to work with you? Is there anything particular that you're looking for from them that makes you interested in continuing to work with them?
Yeah, like as far as my artists?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I watch them, like, I tell them too. I'm like, I look at them online. I watch how they carry themselves. Mm-hmm. Because I feel like I've had artists... Years back, I had like a bunch of guys under me, and I had no issues with them. They were all down to work, put in work. But some of the new ones that I've had, they're over here beefing online, Facebook beefing with other artists. So we go to a spot to, perform, and they're over there like trying to get into fights and stuff. And I'm like, dude, I'm an ex-convict, dude. I'm not gonna go back to prison or get shot, take a bullet because you want a Facebook bang, and then when it comes down to it in person, you're not with it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I'm the cool. I mean, I look for humility in people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I feel like that's a big thing in the game that is lacking in a lot of people. Mm-hmm. It's more like people are big-headed and like, oh, like me, and I got this, I got that. But, I feel like they're easier to work with when they're humble, and then they can understand the platform more. Because, like I said, I feel like music is a platform that goes way beyond just lyrical skills. So I mean, you can work with the youth. You can do so much, speak for people that don't have voices, and whatnot. So yeah, humility is the main thing I look for, the way they carry themselves and the way they interact with other people. Like at other shows, like my artists know, like you got to be up there showing love, because even though I am who I am, I'll be up there and they're like, ain't you gonna go up there and perform? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, well, why aren't you a VIP? I'm like, because I'm showing love. Like, that's what I do.
Right.
Like, I like to watch everybody else perform. Like, I'm not no better than them. I used to be the one, you know what I'm saying, that wasn't performing but showing love. And, before I was an artist. And I'm a fan of music, period. So I'm going to always show love and support people. Especially, like, when you get the young ones coming up and nobody goes to show them love. Uh-huh. Or, like, sometimes you get, like... Sometimes black artists will go up, the Mexicans walk away, don't want to show love, and vice versa. Yeah. And I'm like, dude, music don't know no color. Cut it out.
Exactly.
Okay, stay humble.
Thank you. See, that's the right mentality to have.
Yeah.
Man, that's what's up. Shall we continue on?
Sure.
We're going to continue our conversation with Locita in just a moment. But it's about that time, everybody. We're about to go deep into trenches with DJ Mercury. He has a fantastic Rare 45s mix that we're about to get into. So please don't go anywhere. More coming up. This is the Urban Suite, KSYM, San Antonio College Radio.